Art came into my life when I needed something. A constant. I was just a teenager getting crushed by depression. I hadn't washed in 2 months, dropped out of high school and isolated myself away from everyone through rage. I think initially it was the rage that turned me to art. My mum, being the fucking saint that she is, decided to get me massive canvases. One day before I lashed out again, I went into the garden. All I can say is I fucked those canvases up. Paint was everywhere, there was broken bits and slashes through the fabric. I fell in love, but I also fell out of love quickly. I wanted perfection. Pretty little paintings that everyone would praise me for, when realistically I didn't have anything pretty in me at the time. After deciding I was shit at this whole art thing, it was months before I touched anything like that again. But I did. What is a professional practice? Is there a true way to correctly work your own creativity? I'm a firm believer of just winging it, letting what's inside, even if you can't specify what you're going to create, out into the world. It took me a while to realise that I'm not this pretty, petite person that can sit and quietly paint and bite my tongue. I don't even paint now, really. I'm a loud, excitable, irritable, passionate, opinionated, rough-handed human. It took me longer to accept that realisation. And even now, there are days I don't accept that. I don't feel like an artist. I have many labels I use for myself. An autistic, emotional roller coaster being some, but clearly not all. I don't think an artist talk is something I'm capable of doing, or an artist video, or whatever this thing is. Fuck, does this whole conversation or presentation sound exactly like something an artist would say? So here I am. When it comes to the doing and the making, it's almost a chaotic entity, just like at the beginning. Fueled by music and feeling my own personal truth, something possesses me. Either that, or I'm just vacant, overwhelmed with boredom or procrastination. Times like that, I usually just sit, have a smoke. I'll work out of it in the end. It's not even about the finished work to show. That's nothing but a memento to remember what happened. It's about washing the ink off a plate and seeing it run, and the loud singing while some creature possesses me and goes ham with material. It's about lying in bed at 12:30 in the morning, thinking about what to say for this damn video, instead of just going to sleep so you can wake up early in the morning. Fuck, some days it's about not waking up in the morning at all. I jump around all over the place. From interests to my feelings, productivity, and even my love and care for art. I can't count how many times in this year and a half at uni that I've been sound, I'm just gonna leave now. It's not for me. I think maybe the education bracket isn't for me, but art clearly is. Language has always been in my work. Mostly just swear words at the beginning, expressing any feelings into the words I know to use. But now swearing is in my daily life. It's more like punctuation, which definitely isn't great, but it's me. Language has evolved into proper sentences now, even if it's just a saying that keeps running through my head. It's a way to communicate without much ambiguity, and I've always felt a bit too much of an enigma for stuff like that. My work is self-confession. Sure, there's themes along that, like grief, vulnerability, and communication, to name some. But at its core, my practice focuses on my experiences, my thoughts and feelings. What else could I be an expert in? I'm the only person that truly knows myself, and how exciting is it that I can share that to others? Plus, everybody knows I'm a pro at oversharing. Inspiration for work comes from the most random places. Though I guess, whilst thinking my practice through, it's not that random for me. I get inspiration from the sound of birds, the way the sun feels on my skin, from the beat in a song, lyrics, from my anger or my sadness, from the fact that I'm actually alive, like I actually survived what I've put my body through, from the love and kindness I receive from the people in my life, and sometimes I really haven't deserved it. I was in therapy once and talking through trauma. Apparently, when focusing through your memories and experiences, they filter through something I can only remember as a hippopotamus brain. my art practice and my art itself is just that. Caitlin's hippo head.